Hey everyone, and welcome back to Career Mode on BeamNG.drive. In the last episode, I did some more upgrades to the car, and did some track racing. Not track racing, but like a couple circuit races and some drifting, I believe. Off camera, I did go through and retune the car. So now, as you can see, it's sitting properly. The back isn't super high and whatnot. I put the race gearbox in it like I wanted to and tuned it, and so on. So, this video, or episode, or whatever, I'm gonna just jump right into things. Which is the next race, which is steep vault, sharp turns, elevation changes, blind corners, and chicanes. So, let's get over there. I'll probably just either cut this out or fast forward it or something like usual, because just driving back and forth to things isn't very entertaining. Especially when I feel like obeying the speed limit and whatnot, which I'm not going to do right now because I'm just doing races and recording. I don't want to take the extra time. But when I'm doing deliveries and stuff, I tend to go the speed limit and whatnot, unless I have a time-sensitive delivery. Which is another neat addition that they've done, is some of the deliveries, like I said, are time-sensitive. And you will get less money if late. Which is kind of cool. I miss doing deliveries in real life. When I was working at Kia and not moving wheels between the shop and storage, I would often do deliveries for the parts department. And it was just a lot of fun. Load everything up into the truck, grab all the invoice papers, order them in the closest to furthest, and then just drive around and drop off parts. So much fun. I'd often get there before they were even expecting the parts to arrive, and so on. I even delivered parts to a auto wreckers where I ended up getting the window from my old Focus when someone broke it. Alrighty, so we have to use a Miramar. Why in career mode are we using a given car? What is the point in earning money and building up your own car if you have to use a provided vehicle? I don't get it. Either way, Steep Vault. This retro game-themed layout provides a mix of blind corners, elevation challenges, and chicanes. Don't forget to pay attention to your vehicle weight transfer when entering and exiting corners, as every corner on this track takes place on an elevation change, requiring unique racing lines depending on the drivetrain. Front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. And then the typical time trial stuff, so let's just get into it. This should go well. I know the roads on this map fairly well, so this should go decently. I'm not used to driving this car though. I have a feeling it's only a 4-speed, which is going to throw me off a little bit. I'm used to 6 speeds, as I much prefer a 6-speed gearbox. Oh, it's a 5-speed, but still, it's geared pretty high. Like 70 miles an hour in second gear. That's a bit fast for this car. Yeah, like I was mentioning, I really don't get the point in having your own vehicle that you have to slowly work on and build up if They're just going to provide cars for the races. It makes no sense to me. And hopefully as I'm recording the replays, all the barriers and stuff will be there, because loading into the mission to record the replay is a pain in the butt and takes much longer. So if in the video, if the orange barriers and stuff aren't there, it's because the replay didn't load them in. Oh. Lock up the brakes by accident. I'm trying to focus and messing up my words. It also doesn't really matter if I wreck this car, it'll just slow me down. It's not like my car that I have to pay to repair and whatnot. Anyone watching this, if you've played Beam, and especially the career mode, what do you think about it? Do you enjoy it as much as I do? Is it like, for me, it's what I've been waiting for in a game. A proper, like, open world racing where you can get out of your car, walk around, do races, missions, and different stuff. Like, I've been waiting for a game like this since Midnight Club LA back in, what, 2008? So, yeah, share your opinions in the comments. Like it, don't like it, what you would change, what you would add or take away. For example, I would change all of the races so that you use your own car. I could have done that faster, but oh well. Back to my car. Another thing I find weird is, even though the Miramar has a smaller engine, it sounds the same as this. Alright, the next mission. Solar circuit. Around the solar farm. That's kind of cool. That route. I'm going to try recording a replay for driving to this one just to see how it goes and so on. Where's the traffic? There it is. There was the one time I was doing this and it didn't load in the traffic, so I was kind of wondering if it glitched again. And now that I've retuned the car, it handles a whole lot better. At least it's nice and close. That's it. This is awesome. I will stop the replay. Okie dokie. See, now we're using a Covet. Like, it makes no sense. You can use your own vehicle, but it doesn't let you get any of the stars or anything. It's so dumb. Alrighty, solar circuit. This is a classic course designed to really test your self-control, with a couple of right-angle turns and a decreasing radius corner, directly leading into a mild curve. This track will really exercise when and how you apply the throttle. Don't get carried away, otherwise you'll quickly find that the curves can be very unforgiving. And typical time trial stuff. Because I kind of forget to put it in gear. I kind of like this version of the Covet. As I mentioned before, I don't really drive any of the vanilla configurations in this. I always use mine. But I should go through them and see which ones I like. This is a really short course. No wonder it's 5 laps. Corners on this side are pretty tight. And there's these two 90s up here. It's a pretty smooth track. A little boring only going left, but oh well. A little bit too much speed around that one. I think at some point I'll go through each race and see how fast I can go. Try and beat my time over and over again until I just can't get any faster. I've mentioned before, but I've seen a few world record holders where they're literally just using the chassis of a vehicle, and that really should not count. Because you're not driving a car, you're basically cheating by just driving the chassis. It's so much lighter. So if you're one of those people, stop doing that. That's so cheap and like unrealistic. Lame. Do it properly. Yeah, I definitely could have done better on that, but oh well. But 1 second away from, technically 2 seconds away from the 3 stars, but whatever. On to the next one. To drive the distance. Ooh, this is a pretty long one. Looks like we are going either from or to the main garage, all the way down, like the dockyard. Looks like we're starting at the dockyard. Race across the area, yeah, from the dockyards to the garage. Shouldn't take too long to get there. Now that I've got an LSD, I can just swing the car around, unlike before, it wouldn't do that because kind of cool to drive this car and slowly upgrade it as I go and feel how each little upgrade changes it. Especially now that it's tuned properly and not messed up. I took pictures of the parts list and tuning of my configuration that this is based off of, but as I've mentioned in other videos, there's 2 variants, one with race suspension and one with rally suspension. And by accident, I tuned this one with half the race suspension tuning and half of rally's tuning, and I messed up. We have to use a bar stove. This is so dumb. You can still get these, but so dumb. Alright, bunch of bar stoves. Drive the distance. Race against the classic muscle car. Stay focused. The course is long and passes through various locales. Then, typical races. But yeah, if you're just watching this video and haven't seen my other ones, the 200BX that I'm doing, yes, it is a street car and it's tuned for the street, track, and drifting. It uses rally suspension instead of like race or sport suspension because it has more suspension travel for the hills and whatnot on this map. So that is how I ended up messing up tuning. Is I took pictures of the parts and stuff from the normal race one first, and then I took pictures of the rally one, and then deleted the wrong pictures. I was trying not to hit the other cars, but whatever. I need to turn up the refresh rate of my mirrors as well. They're usable, but they're a little bit low on frame rate. I can't wait till all the vehicles have proper working mirrors and stuff. On a side note, the Crew Motorfest, I'm amazed, still does not have working mirrors on the cars. Like, it's 2024. They should have working mirrors. Ooh, all of the understeer. Pretty sure this is just a 4-speed. Yeah, this is just a 4-speed. I'm not used to only having 4 gears. But this is a pretty easy race. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm so not used to driving this car. Used to driving my configuration, like I mentioned way too many times. This little drift. Should be at the finish line soon. Slow down a little bit for the on-ramp. I'm also used to a much higher rev limit than 5,000. But this is an old, like, cast iron and steel engine, so can be expected. Almost there. 2 more to go. If I was in second, I probably could have drifted all the way from the highway to the finish line, but, well. That went well. Could have went better. Definitely could have went faster, but oh well. Why does it start in first and not neutral? It's so weird. Either way, on to next one. I like it shows which ones I've tried and how many. That makes it a lot easier to find them. Parking lot by night. That gives me driver vibes. Alright, dockyard trial crawl. Should be interesting. And it's just down the street, thankfully. I haven't done any engine work to this yet, so it's still kind of slow. But it's so much better to drive now than when it was stock. Alright, which one is the crawl one? Trailer intro, dockyard parking. Probably this one. Yes. And of course we have to use provided vehicle. Okay. Dockyard trial crawl. Follow the waypoints through the course. If you get stuck, you can recover to the last checkpoint. The goal is to reach the end of the course and get the least penalty points. You start with 0 penalty points and gain points for the following: reverse, touching a prop, rollover or damage, recovery, and leaving the area. Same stuff as the other crawling. At least we have a proper hopper for this one. For the crawling intro, the hopper they use doesn't even have lockers on it. It's got fully open differentials, which is very bad for crawling. Want lockers. Or spools. The lockers are better. This should be interesting. They could have used one with slightly bigger wheels, but oh well. See how long it takes for the steering to break. Because the steering, or at least the stock steering on the hopper, is so weak. So bad. It could probably go up one side or the other. First, so there's one penalty. But I'll just go up kind of off to the side. Might as well just leave it in 4 low this whole time as well. They could have made this more challenging. This would be a lot of fun in real life. I really wish I had a wheel. But, yeah, this is nothing compared to what I'm used to doing crawling-wise. I could definitely be doing this faster, too. Whoa! Okay, I was not ready for that. Just go over to the right and get stuck. Okay, I'm gonna restart. I wanted to restart, not reset. I don't like using checkpoints and stuff. I'd rather just redo the whole thing. Okay. I should also be able to get through this faster. Oh my god, they put the boom lift in a light pole. Like, really? Come on. I don't know if I can get a picture of that really quick. Maybe I'll do it after. Either way, I want to get this over with. Try and go a little faster than last time. Try not back up or anything and not get any damage. That spot over there that messed me up at the very end is why you always check out trail or whatever before you actually do it, so you know what to expect, what is coming up and when. Really, I gotta back up again here? I'm doing worse than last time. But either way, as I was saying, you should always inspect the trail and whatnot, all your obstacles, before actually attempting it, so you know what to expect. You can kind of pre-plan your route and all that stuff. Turn off the differentials unlock the differentials, I should say, for the moment, so I can better turning. They're not really needed for the rest of this anyways. I feel like I'm going faster this time, other than getting stuck at the beginning. Oh, I definitely need the buckers. Go. Try and straddle the tubes. And done. Awesome. I can definitely do that better, but I'm not worried about it right now. Alrighty, I should have time for one more thingy, depending on how long it takes me to get to it. That was Dockyard Trial Crawl. See, the gauntlet should be interesting. Parking lot by night. Right next to us. Actually, where is it? Right there? And I have a feeling it's going to be a lot like the trial in First Driver game. Drift, parking lot by night. Own or provided. See, if it says own or provided, you should still get these for using your own. Oh. Ooh. This is dark. You think they'd have streetlights, but either way. Parking lot by night. The goal is to earn as many coins as possible to get points. Drift with big angle, close to typical drifting stuff. And I'm wasting time. Yeah, it's pretty much just the normal Gymkhana style thing, but at night. And unfortunately, with the way YouTube does stuff, I can barely see what's going on. I doubt you guys will be able to as well. Like, I cannot see a thing. This is dumb. Like, they should at least have the streetlights on. Why would they have, like, absolutely no light? I don't get it. I don't like how they expect you to do this without being able to see it. At least I've got 1 star. I can't see anything, and I'm so worried about running into something. But it's over anyway. Oh, I do not want to do that again. Alright. I should have time for that last crawl. Might not be the last crawl, but we'll see. A gauntlet. Can you conquer the gauntlet? This course will put the strongest of crawler builds to the test. It's a little ways away, but I'll do it. Alrighty. Here we go. This should be interesting. Typical crawler stuff. I also have a feeling that with these crawler ones, the replays aren't going to load in all the obstacles. Come on. My hopper would not have this much trouble. Another thing, I am not out of bounds. The dashboard, for some reason, is missing the textures. I think the gray dash, and I can't figure out how to fix it. Wow, already up at 43 penalty points. That's bad. But yeah, for some reason, dashboard and whatnot, pretty much the entire interior with the gray coloring is missing for some reason for me. I've reinstalled the game, I've tried not having any mods installed, pretty much everything I can try, and I can't figure out what's wrong. So if anyone else is having the issue, or has had that issue and fixed it, please let me know, because the hopper is like my absolute favorite vehicle in this, and this really... My phone's ringing at such a bad time. Why did I turn on the... Oh, I used to have the differentials set to right on the D-pad. So, I just hit right on the D-pad to try and turn them off, but that's now set to turn signals. Hopefully whatever call that wasn't important, but people shouldn't call during work hours and expect to answer the phone. This is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, and a bit more challenging than I thought it was going to be, but this one's actually fun. The first few were really boring, especially the first 2 ones. They were so lame. This one is actually giving me a bit of a challenge. I would actually like to... Ooh, this is gonna be tough. I would like to learn this course and see how fast I can do it. It's nice and smooth, don't need the front end to come up on me. But I needed more momentum for this part. I kind of bump it a little bit. There we go. Before I actually got up it, you could see how the hopper was bouncing a little bit. Especially in real life, you do not want to let it bounce like that. That's how you break axles, drive shafts, and stuff. But by the way, that was actually a pretty fun crawling thing. But I am out of time for today. I have to move on to other videos. So, as always, if you have any tips or tricks or questions or anything you want me to check out, feel free to let me know in the description comments below. If you've got a configuration that you made or a mod that you did or something you want me to check it out, let me know. I would love to start doing community stuff in more than just scrap mechanic. And yeah, as usual, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.